Yo, um, let's see. Could Gordon Freeman survive the? Could Gordon? How far could Gordon Freeman get in Mario 64? Now, it might sound like a crazy question because you know it seems like Gordon Freeman will get dog walked, right? Because Gordon Freeman, he's just a theoretical physicist, you know, and all he uses is weapons. But that's where you'll be wrong because Gordon Freeman actually stands a chance against the bosses in Mario 64. So let's get it. All right. So first and foremost, here's the rules. So in order to make Gordon Freeman stand a better chance against Mario 64, um I'm maxing him out like all the way. Like he's getting his entire Half-Life 1 arsenal, his entire Half-Life 2 arsenal, and then he's of course having the Mark 5 HEV suit because that's stronger than the Mark 4, of course. And then he's gonna have his suit is gonna be charged to the max, so 200, and all of his ammo is gonna be full, and he's also gonna have all of his his glitches, so B hopping, ABHing, grenade boosting, he's gonna have all of his speed running techniques, cause he's gonna need it. Oh, and of course, Gauss jump too. All right, but anyway, what I said, let's get into it. So, how does Gordon Freeman do against yeah, let's just say Mario and Gordon Freeman swap places for a day, Oh, and Mario got put in the world of Half-Life, and Gordon Freeman got put in Mario 64. So how does Gordon Freeman do? Well, let's do it. All right, so the first boss, King of Bomb. Wait, hold on. Actually, before I get to King of Bomb, we do have to talk about the regular enemies, because does Gordon Freeman even stand a chance against the regular enemies? Well, on the bomb battlefield, standard enemies, like Goombas and bombs, Gordon Freeman is destroying them with ease. Like, all of his weapons can easily kill a Goomba. And not to mention the fact that, he can literally just punch, kick, or even stomp on the Goomba just like Mario does. Because Goombas are that weak. What about bombs? Because, obviously, if Gordon Freeman is close to them, he shoots them, then they blow up. Or, if he swings his crowbar at them, then they will also blow up. So, how is he going to beat bombs? Well, basically, Gordon Freeman, like I said, he can already survive grenade explosions point blank. But since Gordon Freeman is smart, he would already be able to tell that bombs are walking bombs. I mean, they look like it, and they're called bombs for a reason. But yeah, Gordon Freeman could casually throw bombs without even trying, because the bombs weigh like 50 pounds, and you gotta think, yeah, Gordon Freeman can already lift 350 pounds, but you also have to think, like his entire arsenal, from Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2. How much does his entire arsenal weigh? Well, I calculated it, and each of his weapons, obviously, heavy. And if you combine all of his weapons weigh 140 pounds total. So this means Gordon Freeman is casually running full speed with 140 pounds, all over his body, and he's casually jumping, and it's not weighing him down or slowing him down at all. Like, he's moving max speeds. He's doing everything perfectly. So, yeah, picking up a 50-pound bomb would be easy. He could just throw it, or he can just shoot it from a distance, and These point is Gordon Freeman destroys the regular enemies. All right, but what about King Bomb himself? All right, so obviously in order to beat King Bomb, you need to throw him. You need to throw him on the ground 3 times, and Gordon Freeman is not even nowhere near being strong enough to be able to lift King Bomb. Like, he's not even strong enough to lift him off the ground slightly. So how is he going to defeat him? Well, you could say the gravity gun, but even with the supercharged gravity gun, its maximum lift probably scales to like a bus, like a school bus. So the King Bomb is heavier than a school bus because he's like 10 tons. Now, actually, I don't know how heavy a school bus is, but I don't think a school bus is as heavy as King Bomb. I think King Bomb is heavier. So, not even the gravity gun will be able to lift King Bomb. So, the only way Gordon Freeman can defeat him is if he obviously uses, the gluon gun and towel cannon. And now you could say King Bomb would just accuse him of cheating. Yeah, that's true. King Bomb would accuse him of cheating. But here's the thing. It wouldn't matter if Gordon already obliterated him. And so since King Bomb is so slow, Gordon Freeman could just shoot him with the gluon gun and towel cannon, and he'll rip holes through his body and melt through his melt through his body. But this would also be bad for both Gordon Freeman and King Bomb, because then King Bomb would self-destruct and he would destroy the bomb mountain, killing both of them. But there's an exception. So let's say Gordon does manage to rip holes and burn through King Bomb, with a gluon gun and towel cannon. Well, he Alright, I died. But let's say he managed to do that. Well, King Bomb would he would threaten. Well, no, he would start to turn red, because he would get really angry, and then the mountain would shake because he was about to blow up. So Gordon would see this, and he would instantly jump off the mountain. But even if if he jumped off the mountain, he's still dying because that blast radius is still getting him. So the only way Gordon Freeman can actually survive is if he does a glitch. So in this case, we'll just say a grenade boost. So let's say Gordon Freeman does a grenade boost away from the mountain, and that would damage him, but it would at least save his life. So grenade boost off the mountain, and he would survive. Now, since King of Bomb is technically immortal because he self-destructs all the time and he always comes back. So he would come back, and he would probably just give up, because King of Bomb is smart enough to realize that there's no way he can beat Gordon Freeman, because Gordon would just he would just keep hitting him, shooting him with the towel cannon and gluon gun, and he would just continue to melt through him and puncture holes in his body. And since King of Bomb will not want to go through that again, he would just give up the star, and Gordon Freeman will be able to successfully collect the first star. Alright, Now let's get into Wom's Fortress. So, again, the creatures in Wom's Fortress, there's really nothing that Gordon can't stop there. The piranha plants, Goku could easily kill. I mean, bro, why do I keep saying Goku? Why the freak do I keep saying Goku? Yeah, Gordon Freeman could easily kill the piranha plants, with his weapons. Even the crowbar would kill a piranha plant. So, how would he kill them? Well, I mean, how would he kill the other? Bro, okay, I'm a freak, bro. But, yeah, he kills the piranha plants with his weapons, and then he doesn't even have to worry about thwomps. He can easily just dodge them and run past them. But what about, standard womps, Gordon Freeman could probably just blow them up with, like, grenades, SMG grenades, or even, rockets and other explosives. So yeah, that wouldn't be hard. But then, Womp King. Well, this still wouldn't be hard because Gordon Freeman could easily dodge all of Womp King's attacks. Because all Womp King does is fall on his face and he tries to slam his stone body down on his opponents. And all Gordon Freeman have to do is dodge, and all of his sci-fi weapons will work. His explosives, his energy weapons. Yeah, all those weapons would work. They would destroy Womp King, and Womp King would give up the star. So a second star successfully collected. And then for Cool Mountain, Cool Mountain will be easy because there's literally no way he could get hurt in Cool Mountain. Like, none of the creatures in Cool Mountain could hurt Gordon Freeman. Like the snowmen. I mean, Gordon Freeman can easily just block or dodge their snowball attacks. Then those floating things. I guess the way they hurt Mario is probably by like biting him or ramming their heads into him, but they're slow, so Gordon Freeman could dodge them easily and one-shot them with his crowbar or his other weapons. And then, yeah, it wouldn't be hard at all though. Yeah. Oh, and then the weather. Yeah, the weather in Cool Mountain is not affecting Gordon Freeman at all because the HEV suit, even though in Half-Life 1 it is stated that by scientists that extremely cold temperatures could zap the HEV suit's power. I think that only applied for Black Mesa in the first place because of obviously the usage of like sub-zero temperatures. So yeah, the cold wouldn't really affect him because in Cool Mountain is probably just your average cold winter day. So yeah, surviving, and he's clearing all the stars in Cool Mountain, and yeah, it gets a third star.